But more interestingly, this blind pick Fiora going to be answered with an Ornn from Wonder. So Fnatic hard committing to the front-to-back team fight style of play. Will find a very safe gank up towards the top side, but now Razork is the one on the offensive. Humanoid gets a good trade.
New York going mad for Blabber killing the Scuttle Crab. They know why. Jensen is at threat of being tower dove. That point and click CC will follow. Hilly-Sang gets caught up by the trench line. He's burning. He's chunked out. He's bailed out. The Berserker's running for his life. Cloud9 get first blood in New York. Oh, maybe a small engage here, Kobe.
Yeah, Blabber's definitely going to find him on that control ward. Razork gets the crab though, or the raptor.
That's it. That little Scuttle is going forward. There's the Emperor's divide. Blabber's running for his life. He's popped the flash into the river. Bottom lane is not moving as of yet, and Razork is under trouble, under threat. He's jumped in, knocked back with the Bramble Smash, and the clone can't do it. Jensen burning and being down. One more auto, not enough to do it. Flash for flash traded. Jensen gets out with his life.
Wonder's coming though. Can he pull him over?
No, he cannot. The snipe fails.
The game, as they should be. Even with the small CS discrepancy being built up in mid lane, it's still not a fight that Fnatic want to take. So immediately Fnatic go for the cross map. They trade for Drakes. And as long as the gold stays even, Fnatic is happy.
And we have about another minute of that kind of game of tag going on. Sven goes for the dive.
Stretch line, will tag, bullet time, throw everything at him. Wonder almost escaped, but the ignite tick, tick, boom. Sven gets another.
Another one. It's Sven with all the kills in the whole game, in the whole tournament of the group stages of worlds. Sven has every kill.
What a great quick stat from Kobe. Crucially though, the bottom lane tower, Fnatic continue to siege it up. Hilly's doing his best to deal with the Rift Herald. It's a race for first tower. That Cloud9 should pick up here. It's being chunked down, and Cloud9 gets our first blood.
And this was the best play that Cloud9 could make. They realized they were tired.
He shows up in his lane. It's always funny to see, too, the guessing game. Trying to play that mental game. Are they a dodge backwards type of player, or are they just a move?
Sunder already picked up the fudge, so Fnatic made the wise call to actually concede this, and that's going to allow Cloud9 to build up a little bit more space, but I still feel like...
So let's talk a little bit now as Rift Herald is dropped in the middle lane. What pressure can this unlock?
Oh, here we go!
It's coming down. Nature's Grasp, roots up too. Shelly gets off the charge. Here comes Call with the Forge God. Throws Berserker flying in the air. He's looking for the bullet time, but the damage being done, and Sven is killed. Emperor's Divide, slide and glide. Humanoid takes down Blabber. Now all of a sudden there's the root connecting on a Jensen Moonlight Vigil. Plus the Inferno, not enough damage. Fnatic by 2.
Huge double teleport from Fnatic. Catches Cloud9 right across mid lane, and they're going to get a tower on top of it. Very big rewards here.
It's just a really great awareness from Fnatic to leverage their team fight.
They didn't want to have to fight that because the setup there from Fnatic was so good with the surround.
Now Jensen's hunting Humanoid. He throws down the Sundisk. How cheeky is that? Conquering shifting sands, plus the use of the flash. Humanoid's got the Sand Soldiers up, but there's so much threat. The Arctic Assault from Blabber gets revenge.
With a almost full channeled Misfortune ultimate, those tanks kind of shrugged off the damage. Fnatic very high will force them out, and it looks like it will be traded for a tower on topside as Humanoid takes it.
And you can start to feel the pressure that C9 half of the map. And this is not exactly where he wants to be as Fnatic continue to pressure this mid tier 2.
There's the engage with that Nature's Grasp. Look at the multi-angles, the zone control. Cloud9 can do naught when so many...
But there's very little that he can do in a situation like that.
Nautilus has one of the slowest base move speeds in the
perfect champions for tanking that Baron, and so you can see C9 investing a lot more time to making sure they have vision control, as Fudge is now in danger.
Fudge this time around getting caught out, will sidestep, the Forge God upsets, got the green gun, flashes for the kill. Fudge has been trying to apply pressure, but has not necessarily unlocked the advantages that Cloud9 were hoping for with the commitment up top. Jensen will at least get the tower down bottom, and Fnatic will be happy with that for now.
That Jensen has to face right now. All 5 members of Fnatic have arrived.
3, 2, 1 second for Fudge. Does he TP instantly? Yes, he does inside the pit. Nature's Grasp is thrown down. Glacial Prison does catch out Wonder. Now Fudge is inside. What more can he do? Sven is the target and retreat. Run! Evacuate! Cloud9 are trying to get away as Razork jumps onto Berserker. Fnatic fully commit. The Emperor's Divide cuts off Cloud9's retreat, but Berserker's doing so much damage. He's already taken down Razork. Hilly's low, Humanoid's low, and Jensen's hunting. That's a golden Hilly-Sang. New York, are you not entertained as Jensen finds Hilly-Sang?
but can he get out? He's not able to get the channel off. Upset is going to close the doors.
Fudge is going to get eaten alive. White, blue stepping forward. Gale Force flamethrower. Proposed by some time, but Upset is just hunting. Final shot secured. Upset on a killing spree. 3 double TPs, one coming from blue buff. Jensen arrives. Humanoid is a little late to the pod. No flash available to him. Nature's grasp will at least root and slow people down. These are zoning ultimates as best as they can. Baron secured by Fnatic. Dredgeline catches onto Razork, and the bullet time flies across Fnatic, but there's not enough damage. They're just too tanky. Fnatic on the hunt once again.
Their carries. Fnatic is fully online, and they're looking to break into the base of
There's
Cloud9.
2.5 minutes on the Red Bull Baron buff, as well as 2 minutes to go for the Mountain Drake, and importantly, the Mountain Soul. That will be crucial against the burst damage that Jensen offers and the composition that Fnatic have put together. Cloud9 are dancing in their base. The Dredge line catches out one, Razork throws out the ulti, the handshake pulls Blabber backwards, but no inhibitor secured. That could tag. Look at the damage on that sapling already. Mountain Drake to 8,000. Fudge can hop over that wall if he wants. Flash available to him. Dragon is now being focused, being chunked. The engage is thrown out as Berserker gets a near full channel on the bullet time. Jensen is popped! That's already a double kill coming out of Upset. Turns his attention to Sven, and Humanoid picks that one up. 2 members of Cloud9 reeling. The Mountain Soul secured, and Fnatic are in command of the opening game of groups.
The flankers tried to shut down Upset, and he just stood his ground as he secured a double kill.
What the hell happened to Jensen, Betty?
Fnatic melted him as they look to melt the base of Cloud9.
They're coming to end it right now with the Mountain Soul. Fnatic inside the base.
The Pool 1 seed, the Summer Champions of the LCS in Cloud9 falling in the first game. There's 2 members standing. Berserkers just spawned. 8 seconds for Fudge, but the Nexus turrets are melted. They're shredded. They're destroyed. And Humanoid does one last Emperor's Divide for the show. The Nexus is focused down, and Fnatic turn their attention. They're not done yet. Kill them all as Fnatic win the first game of groups. World 22.
A lot of emphasis onto Flacket, onto that bottom lane. They need that bottom lane to succeed.
And just like we saw from the Fnatic composition, 2 ways of engage from long range. Multiple.
You have to be a little bit careful. They do have flashes still available.
Jankos, though, he's pathing back towards the bot side of the map. He knows that Canyon could be up to something shady, and he is.
Fight! 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 Smoke screen, and the root connects to the target boss. Heal and flash still available to him, both used. Not gonna be enough just yet. One more step forward. Thug will be able to pick up the kill, but that's Kellen rooted out of the tower. Jankos with red buff helps out back in. It's a 1-for-1 with a negative goal difference at 14 minutes. The Rift Herald has spawned.
It's a
We've got
party.
ourselves set up, and the engage comes from Broken Blade. The flag and drag comes out, and the encore whiffs. No music for G2, and they're forced to run. Fantastic Forge God call from Broken Blade, but the scoop, the dupe, the dunk, DWG KIA destroy G2.
Showmaker, playmaker, my goodness, with the Unseer sweep right back.
Jankos doesn't know.
Kellen, Seventh Blade killing up those wards. Oh, that's beautiful! Everybody jumps on Jankos. And now I start to get nervous. What was that time window, Kobe, for how quickly Damwon took down G2 a few years ago? 19 minutes! And that's what Damwon may want to chase again.
Oh my goodness, they sped it up. The bottom lane investing so heavily in speed. Kellen with the speed run around their own jungle.
How can G2 stop this attack from Damwon?
Oh, the curtains are called! The solar flare cleansed away from Flacket. Flash still available to him. Cataclysm comes down! And the final spark! DWG KIA have bitten off more than they can chew, and G2 are willing to fight back. They don't have the damage yet, and Vedius, you asked it, win ratio, when behind at 14 winning the game. I think while those odds are respectable, quote-unquote, they are way...
To play out, they wanted to leverage their strong 2v2 in the bot side of the map. They wanted to bring this Caitlyn and Lux around the map. They wanted to basically keep them alive with the Seraphine and the front line that they have. And they don't have access to...
Just can't find it.
At this point, we're now kind of waiting for the next big objectives to spawn. These neutrals will slowly start to fall. Showmaker's been moved off into
That's
a
how you try and claw your way back in.
Kobe, there's all the damage. You've been asking all day, where's the world's damage?
Yeah.
It's all with Damwon. That's what the stats on the left of the screen are
Keep
showing.
Nuggery starter!
As they take their third tower, the Rift Herald gets the boop onto the inner turret. And Damwon on uncontested, that gold lead ballooning forward, holding onto that solar flare, flash and ignite available. A couple of pings onto Nuggery, he's making his way up. Damwon are cutting off the escape route. They're cutting off the engage. There's the solar flare. It's dodged away from for now, but Broken Blade is being burned down. The beat drop is going to find the route as the Encore's still available. Call of the Forge God flies out before Broken Blade goes down, and Canyon is gifted the Drake. Now G2 are running for their lives. Zenith Blade finds Yankos, he flags, he drags the final spark and dash of life as Flacket and Targamas are jumped on by Nuggery. He's got one as Showmaker gets one on the backside. Caps drop the last man standing. Damwon ace G2.
The patience from Damwon is flawless once again. They killed off Broken Blade without ever starting the fight. They secure the dragon, they walk away with another ace, and now they're gonna start to break apart G2's base.
This is beautiful League of Legends. Pinged. Nuggery will be able to use the Hextech ultimatum. He gets jumped on. The Dragon Strike and Demacian Standard. Cataclysm locks him inside, and Yankos is gone. Nuggery stays alive, Yankos does too. Kellen cannot get in range for the Zenith Blade. The Encore's used, everything used for one kill. At the concession of Baron Nashor.
Maybe if that laser...
I like that Damwon's just playing through two lanes. I think this makes more sense because you want to keep Nuggery's power relatively close, and so by
Now comes off of cooldown. Showmaker looking for the angle.
Oh, Solar Flare is so great. The Sand Soldiers are sent forward, and I'm holding my breath for Showmaker to step in. The inhibitor is exposed in the top lane. Baron empowered, cannon minion doing work. The bottom wave is pushing. Nuggery's stepped up, gets that sweeping kick forward, and Yankos forced to dash away to safety. Curtain Call will unlock the mid lane inhibitor, and no team fight necessary. The second inhib starting to fall. G2 simply cannot step forward. If they do, they get killed.
the long-time rivals of Damwon will do to them. Oh, actually, they're actually looking for a fight right here.
Forward, smoke screen, end of the line comes out, collateral damage was used too, Call the Forge God comes out, that's a kill.
Wait a
onto
second.
Kellen, Cannon's so low, but Nuggery's alive. Nuggery throws down the baby cage, jumps onto Targamas, hops on the wall, turns to Broken Blade, and the flash gets him to safety. But Showmaker on the back, likely too late, Dragon's burning down, Dragon's going low, Dragon's still alive, it's going to get secured by Damwon. The soul picked up, and imagine if there wasn't a 14,000 goal difference. G2 Esports on the verge of a 4-game losing streak. They're getting...
He has the GA as well. Damwon slowly whittling away as they get closer and closer to G2's Nexus.
Taking a look at the engage, Yankos gets chunked a little bit, forced back with super minions. Now on their top Nexus turret, the third and final inhibitor. Inhibitor takes a shot. Solar Flare, near flawless. No further follow-up. It allows Showmaker a couple of auto attacks. Nuggery up on the top. Emperor's Divide, the slide, the glide, the spark. Simply not enough. Where is the damage, G2? It's all in Damwon's coffers. They will be able to back out for now.
A game that feels like there is no way you could lose. They're not going to take the risk. They will secure that
Infernal
objective.
Soul, and those inhibitors are being chipped away. Nuggery up top. As soon as Targamas and Broken Blade step forward, the bottom lane gets chipped and poked. The middle is about to fall, and it feels like at any moment, Damwon could find the pick that will open up the Nexus in the game. The third and final inhibitor falls.
And Damwon just have to play it slow. Time is another ally for Damwon right now. Super minions will be flooding down here to help up with the Baron Siege.
G2, they're on their last legs. Their backs are literally against the wall right now as Damwon commit, and here comes the engage.
There's the Cataclysm, Ace in the hole, everything is blocked by the Hourglass. Flacket is chunked out, but not yet killed. Nuggery finally does with the precision protocol as the rest of the team are melted and destroyed. Damwon dominates G2 from a team fight in the early game to push through. And they take the head-to-head 5-4. Damwon win their first game of
Fighting with the dive from CFO, but 100 Thieves have just overall a lot of crowd control, a lot of front-to-back threat and then also a lot of backline access with the Akali locked in for Abadage. Her engage is now just a flat 13-second cooldown as we see Huhi going in once again.
Advantage toss forward. Huhi's now looking for a bit more. Finds it. That's Koala below 200. Flash for flash. Shun! First blood onto 100 Thieves. Huhi's taken down. He followed it up after being engaged on. And now FBI is in trouble. Call for reinforcements. Gemini's trying to find the second kill for the Flying Oysters. And Koala steps forward. Ferromancy crashed down. A kill traded back and forth. At least FBI is on the ball. Pulls the trigger. 100 Thieves. They're on the Herald.
Look at Koala. Keep your eyes
Flying
on the
Elsters
rail.
stepping forward. Magnet Storm followed up by the Killer Instinct and closes Simpacking with Glacial Prison. Does so much to dissuade the engage. It's 100 Thieves that get the kills. Abadage's
Push. There's nothing that's going to get in his way if he wants to use it with the Divine Thunderer completed as well. Is he actually going to look to proxy this? No, he's just going to trade a little bit and disengage.
For this dragon fight, so we're going to move in. We'll take it while that is down. They don't have to threat.
That was just beautiful. Closer is going to be able to help out. Wait a minute, but it turned around. How did that turn around? The gravity field stunned them. The gravity field stunned them.
The gravity field locked Abadage in place, and they're not done just yet.
Yo, we need a slow-mo on that replay.
On the blue buff, but I don't know if this is an objective they can fight.
Right now, Koala steps forward. Ferromancy into the Magnet Storm. Closer can throw out the prison and Pete put rest in place, but FBI is jumped on by Gemini. So for 1 kill to 100 Thieves, here comes Abadage. It's traded for FBI, who steals the Make Array, and the Gemini will be able to use the Heartbreaker and pick up that misfortune. Closes down next. Someday and Huhi join up with Abadage.
Gold leads or quick shot. They already find themselves with a 2.2k gold lead.
It's not done just yet. It's now Mission's the target. He's 1, 2, 3 members strong. Gravity field comes up. The riposte is going to deny the stun, and at least 100 Thieves get that kill back. The game is not out of 100 Thieves' hands, but it is starting to fall apart around them.
Exactly. Look at especially the Kaisa. Shun is so starting to get in around the objectives as 100 Thieves trying to play the other side. 3-person dive again.
Flash and World Ender available. That's both of them used. Dashing, dodging, ducking, diving. Riposte plus 1 more lunge does it. Mission completes the teleport, throws a Chaos Storm forward. Closer, Huhi, and Someday.
CFO, they're going to be forced to just give this one up. You can see blue pings coming down on the bot lane tower. They have their eyes set on an objective.
This was a team that had a gold lead at 14 minutes. If we look at their gold graphs, as we have done, there are a lot of nosedives from the top of Mount Everest. How they close games out, and for 100 Thieves, their team composition can still fight back. They just cannot fall further behind. Because when you start getting hit with that wallet, it gets so much harder. This looks to be another kill. Rest is thrown down the ultimate, but 2 members of 100 Thieves jumping, flashing forward. The stun comes out. Gemini arrives. He's not going to be able to find the route just yet. Someday will get killed. And Koala won't find one. 1-for-1 trades.
Ooh, Someday they're able to capitalize on an objective for themselves in the aftermath.
And just look at how much Mission is benefiting on the map. The veteran for this roster, 200
as they would hope. You anticipate they fancy themselves a shot at a straight head-to-head team fight? Are they still looking for picks? How do they come back into this game as they are down?
They're going to lose.
And I think that when you kind of strictly look at CFO's comp, it's just so much easier to play when it comes to the fights. The TP is now coming in. The Dragon is up in 7 seconds. It is CFO that have control of the mid-wave. And actually, they're conceding the bottom river right now. They're moving up towards the Baron.
Look at the vision on the minimap, Vedius. All of that vision with 100 Thieves cleared out. Flying Oyster, thank you from our observers. The engage comes out from Koala and Shun. That's a dead Huhi.
Out the map around Baron, waiting in the side brush, and immediately they jump on that hope for 100 Thieves. They take out the Amumu.
Have their eyes set on a potential Baron.
Right now, the pace of the game is being dictated by the Flying Oyster. And 100 Thieves will once again find themselves a pick. Now, this is great. This is
looking for a flank opportunity, but he won't be able to find it. Will be spotted out by Mission. Abadage hang on the flank, the engage from Closer.
Oh, the double bluff was great, but it doesn't set up the kill. Abadage forced to run for his life now. Baron's been interrupted. Rest is trying to end 100 Thieves' world. There is too much damage, too much chase, and Flying Oyster kill 100 Thieves.
A triple kill for Shun. That is 100 Thieves wiped off the map, and that will be the Baron secured for the Flying Oysters.
Shun is legendary!
By the Flying Oysters, I want to give everyone a heads up that PCS versus LCS all time is 4 wins to the LCS, 3 wins to the PCS. Red Bull pushing this bottom lane. This is the 5th tower secured uncontested, and it is looking more and more difficult. Opportunity. They have to hit those kill shots. They have to do it again and again to make back this goal deficit.
4,000 Red Bull Baron power play in the favor of CFO right now. They've secured the first base tower. They're looking for the first inhibitor. Rest is going to clear out that mid wave as a new one joins the fray. CFO likely not going to try and end the game right now. The dragon spawns in about 35 seconds, and after securing this tower, I expect them to disengage.
I think as soon as that cleanse comes up for Shun, there's zero chance that 100
Nationally has not looked great, especially during the group stages of World, to come in with this level of performance, to be winning out.
CFO have arrived. The secondary tower is very dangerous to fight at for 100 Thieves. I think they should not.
Oh, someday the riposte keeps him up and alive.
CFO are just playing the map.
100 Thieves in another do-or-die situation. The pressure cannot be higher. 2,000 hit points into the pit. It's stolen! LCS steals the Baron, but is it enough to steal the game? Shun and Gemini are chasing inside the mist, and just like that, 3 members down. Abadagi gets at least 1 back. Rest is continuing to chase. Shun manages to find another. Flying Oysters are inside the base. 100 Thieves steal Baron, but CFO secure the game.
It's 10 kills for Shun and a Nexus in their eyes. CFO will come out swinging in Game 1 at Worlds.
Formulai! Flying Oysters dominate, destroy, and decimate 100 Thieves.
Well played, Flying Oyster, my goodness. Massive.
You have to be careful for. If you're walking up as an Aphelios into a GP ult, into a Victor ult, there's so much damage control that they have. J.D.G a little bit more single target damage focus in terms of engage, right? Sejuani ult hits into a hook, need to be very careful. The carry baiting a little bit here. Vulcan's probably saying I can knock this. If the Inspire dashes over this wall, he's in trouble. He needs to be really careful.
Hook gonna connect him to the top. Catch, they read him like a book. Vulcan running for his life, but an easy first blood for J.D.G. Get back on the opposite side, see what the options are, what they can do with that jungle information that they do have. Open missing early on. With the range advantage they have, should be able to poke a lot, but of course, Tahm Kench a very difficult champion to get out of lane, and especially past the first level. Now the exhaust coming down, hold that thought. Hope backing up, so much damage coming out from as far as 3 stacks. Oh my god! The 2v2 versus the LPL. The EG.
Bar in Jojo Pune just poking him out with the E there. Kanavi's around and Missing's around to try to get this mid wave in, try to escort him towards this Dragon Pit so they can contest, but by the time they get in here, it's gone. 2v2 bots for EG, Dragon for EG.
Pretty proactive and peeking in the enemy jungle, trying to get that information. We even just saw Kanavi
coming down. GP ult going through, Ignite taking Vulcan now in trouble. White Guns coming out. This is not the fight they were looking for. All those spells burn, but still it's J.D.G who find the kill. Wave now collapsing. Fresh trying to back. They have to hold on here. Inspired flashing forward. Auto attacks coming in. Missing still hits the hook. Red, white, but can they fight? That is the question. Cowrie still standing strong. Hope getting low. The snipe. He gets the double.
It's Kaori on this Varus, 3-0 right now. Jojo.
Flash in. Jojo, I don't think he's ready for this one. Play backwards. Going to look for the hook, but he gets stunned first. Jojo, where's he going to go? Clean flash out, but a flash back from Nagao. And that's going to be the kill in the mid lane.
Not much Jojo can do there. There's no real outplay.
J.D.G looking to collapse on Inspired. Inspired definitely deep in enemy territory. They're going to know he's there now. Red, white again. Hope walking forward. That's a lot of damage. Hex Flash over the wall. Missing, getting so much value out of Hex Flash. Just a poster child for him. But the Fury firing back. The forest damage is ludicrous, but not enough to finish the job. And there's fights on the top side. Vulcan taken down. Still looking for more. Fishing for more. 369 and Kanavi are monsters.
J.D.G trying use there, and they see Graves spot. Here comes the dive. Impact using the ult on the wave to try to slow it down.
Good heads-up play, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. Just a little over 3 plates remaining. Whole team now going Impact. Clean flash out, going to try to survive for as long as humanly possible, but he should still fall in the end, or should he? Impact walking away, trying to make it out. There's just no way. Impact, stun coming in, the slow to make sure that it happens. Kanavi grabbing the kill, the tower will fall to the Herald. Kanavi and 369.
Cross map comes in from EG there. I'm a bit surprised that Jojo didn't TP into the Fen there, but maybe
you're going to have to fight them. We hit for EG, that their composition, GP and Victor especially just love when champions have to walk into them, hitting things like the gravity field and the barrels down. So I think EG actually, again, doing an amazing job because they definitely came in as underdogs.
Scoop him up, knock him down. There's no ultimate yet on Kanavi. Yes, there is. Looking to take down Jojo. Jojo cut down, dash out.
Bot lane mid because then Victor's vulnerable. And if their bot lane's not mid, they can't control the map, so they have to keep cross-mapping and trading. We'll see if they can find someone on this bot side. A lot of damage onto Hope, but he's going to escape the Varus ult, and now this top tier 2 is gone. EG need to get this bot tower, but Yagao's on the way.
Trading back and forth. Yao's crown ready
To cover this wave. Will EG walk up? 369 is ready with the ultimate. Herald will crash, the tower won't die. 10 seconds on the dragon. EG look like they're giving up mid wave. They could lose a tier 2 here, but JDG need to fight this dragon as well.
Kanavi fishing, 369 fishing, will not find a target. The ult goes a little bit wide, but they're being zoned away from mid. They're giving up their mid lane tower so far for nothing. Just hoping to find a single fight on their turn, but JDG, slow, diligent. They are playing patient into this. Now it's EG who are split. JoJo coming in from the side. Impact zoned away from the fight. Ultimate available. Maybe they can get something done here. 3.5k, getting lower and lower. Hook gonna go in it, connects on the Vulcan, not an ideal target, but now the fight breaks out. It's Impact on the flank. What can he get done? It's a big barrel, but it's not nearly enough. They will take the dragon, however. Yagao, though, knocking Impact into the rest of the team. But Impact, more than happy to make that work. Evil geniuses finding the angle. They finally find the fight, and they make it work.
And Soul Point was enough. You force him into all these AoE tools. JoJo doing so much damage. The cannon barrage layered on top. And now getting themselves on Soul Point. This was a 5-4-1. And EG got the dragon.
And credit to Impact. We talked so much about front to back, about fighting into the GP, but apparently the GP can come in on Fog of War. He's a flanking GP. He makes it work.
Midway contest here. 1 minute 30 seconds on the dragon is a timer that you want your champions to be out on the map, but they're gonna engage.
Cage now coming out, trying to burn down a single target, but here comes the Devour. They're shutting it down. GP all coming in. TP now coming in, inspired on the backside. Cowrie still standing strong. They managed to find one, but now it's the resets coming in for the Viego. And this is big, but he's taking the top catch, now getting pushed away by Yagao. Cowrie standing strong. Cowrie, no! Getting knocked down. JDG, the confidence to take the fight. One Devour is not enough. JDG find it.
EG honestly might even be able to finish this in time to get the resets off.
Yep.
With Dragon approaching in 40 seconds.
They're gonna have 5 Baron Brows, so let's look to spot them out, but not in the tri-bush. Engage comes in, ult misses.
Ult going wide is big. Kanavi off to the side. They need to turn and burn if they want to make this fight.
Oh, you go!
Going golden, but it might not matter. JDG still standing strong on the front line. Aphelios untouched on the back. They're shredding through EG. Impact hasn't even joined the fight yet. Hope is throwing down so much damage. Yagao as well. Kanavi now looking for the cleanup. It is absolute destruction in EG's side of the map. But now Impact flashing over the wall, trying to take down Missing, trying to get something back in exchange, but it is a long, slow goodbye for the top laner of EG as Kanavi looks for the chase.
Kanavi and Yagao, the best mid jungle we had in the LPL, challenging the best mid
He
jungle.
was on mid lane, clearing out a wave, thinking he could look for a flank. So what JDG do is they just commit 5v4 towards this bot side. On up against the Baron buff. JDG, only 20 seconds left on this Baron. Bot tier 2 is going to fall. The Azir tower prevents any kind of flanks or engage. Impact.
Nice job of being reserved, but 369 not done with Impact just yet. Doesn't have his ulti up, so I'm not sure if he can find this.
I don't know if either of these guys can kill each other. Oh, with an Ignite he can, though. Burning him down. Impact running. Pirate with gun versus Boar Lady. Oh, Boar Lady takes it. 369. Finding the solo kill.
Won't lose their inhibitor for this.
I really love the way JDG's playing this, though, because 369 having that ulti up now, and like we said, EG, I mean, you have
Be careful of the teamfight ace. They have to be careful of JDG just taking the fight.
369 running forward. Ulti now coming out. Going to connect on the Vulcan. A bit of extra poke. The hook from Missing. Not going to connect. Vulcan flashing out to safety. Such a tense stance. Again, a single mistake could turn this all against EG. 369 stepping forward. EG maybe looking for the pick, looking for the angle. Yagao over the wall. They're split for a brief moment. But meanwhile, Aphelios is in the mid lane. He's got his eyes on the prize. He wants the Nexus, not the Baron.
And this is where the dance will end unless they can find an engage. Vulcan looks for it. No flash, though.
Vulcan fishing. Yagao still untouched for now. The Crown of the Shattered Queen disabled by the GP ult. 369 coming over the wall. Vulcan getting shredded, and now the resets can start to come
He's
through
gonna
from
die.
Kanavi, but they're trying to get the kill. 369 taken down. Yagao goes down, and the ult's completely whiffs. Cowrie untouched on the backside. TP now coming in. EG maybe, just maybe can get the fight, but Kanavi. Big, and oh baby, it's a 200 years moment. That ult from Aphelios was everything.
Hope has arrived and he just demolished the carries of Evil Geniuses. It looked good initially when 369 fell and both the carries flash Yagao's engage, but Hope shows up.
Hope, first time on the international stage, able to make such an impact. JDG overall, huge team fight.
Massive for the side of JDG that continued to find windows, engage after engage, even in the face of the Tom Kench. EG were close in the early to mid game, but mid to late, JDG taking over, taking their first win on the world stage.
And one
Late
thing,
game, we saw exactly how strong this pick can be.
it's a no-brainer. Look at EG's comp. It's really well-rounded. Really good scaling, good engage, good team fight, fantastic early game through bot. I think EG's comp is well-rounded, better than T1's, I would say, but T1 setting up for this Dragon.
Makes a lot of sense. Have the Kalista have this early game power. We talked about passing over this kind of baton from the Kalista to the Azir in the mid game. Scout coming down as well. KazaLoLLCShighlights up and available. Owner fishing for the kick. Advantage. Viper now stepping forward. JJ now going in, looking to lock down Gumayushi, but the flash stops it. Ulti comes out as well, but not really connecting on anybody from Mako. Mako now being pulled back. Ignite now taking Faker, looking to finish up some kills. Faker looking to find Mako, getting pushed back. Scout keeping him alive. The objective, can they take it? That's one for the side of T1, but the stacks are there. Faker now, triple Faker. Everything on him. Guma still standing strong. The flash forward. The absolute confidence. He gets one. Can he get two? Faker now sitting forward. They can't finish Guma. It's massive for the side of T1. The Dragon still standing. Scout now walking away. TP now coming in. Pure just returning to the top lane. It is a mess on the bottom side. Scout still in the area, but T1 will finally take the Cloud Drain.
And we see T1 playing for those outplays, playing that game.
He's ulting in the Renata to get the initial spell shield.
Oh, Zeus also doing so much work.
The engage. Just trading ultimates, really. JJ now taking so much damage. Scout off to the side as well, trying to zone away Faker. Owner on the way in. On the hunt has been used. Filing projectile connects on JJ. They cannot let that hit the Vi. Will dash out
Faker, no mythic for Viper. Two crucial items for both of these carries. Deus.
Rocket Belt just picked up.
Rocket Belt just picked up. Faker coming out of base. T1 need to slow this down, wait for Faker to arrive. Gumayushi's a bit split, but Deus has a lot of confidence here.
Hard forcing. Are they willing to commit for the 50-50? It's a big risk.
Honor
just walks in and takes it. It's so casual. Now Viper's in trouble. Viper's been locked down. They've got the Ornn, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough. Instantly Owner to the backside, looking, fishing for a kick. He will not find it. EDG running for their lives, getting cut down. The Yuumi empowering the carries. Faker with the double. EDG falling apart as T1 take the Herald. They take the fight. Flaundra's running for the hill. Scout desperate to get something back, but just knocking him right back into his teammate. What are you doing? T1 monsters in the exchange.
And the Herald comes out that Owner stole. He's going to get the mid-tier one. Is Faker going to take that Eon to Scout? No, he is not. Are they going to look for a tier 2 as well? The T1 meat grind with this Yuumi paying dividends for these mobility carries.
It's his life.
JJ looking to steal this one back from Owner. Can he get it?
Time to see if he can get it the 50-50. Are they going to push? He gets kicked out of the pit. They want to finish it. And Owner, this man doesn't miss. He pulls it back over the wall. Where's the fall? They take down the jungler. JJ going to back away now. Zeus so strong in the 1v1, leaving him isolated. One more stack. He's trying to finish it. He leaps back over the wall. The bailout, not bailing in.
Here comes Faker.
Today, baby. Mako taken down. T1 see their window of opportunity. They take it. They take the drink. They take another fight. There's nothing left on the map for EDG. This is a slaughter
right now. It's the mid and bot lane that we were unsure if they could step up because of their lane matchups, but they are performing in these river fights. Faker is taking over every second.
An impressive showing for T1, no doubt, and it's so difficult now for EDG. You do not get to quietly scale in this game anymore. Faker, Zeus getting onto your back line, a death sentence. You can see them grouping up as 5. They pull back. Owner now pushing for the kick. That's going to be the hostile takeover. How much is it going to do? Ornn going in, but it's not hitting nearly as many targets as they need to. JJ now going to get taken down. Zeus finding the reset, finding the healing circle. Mako now going to get taken down. The bailout, again, is going to be useless. Faker fishing for Viper. He's going to take him down. Flaundra. Oh, it's just like the laning phase, but this time so much worse. T1 and Faker dominating.
It's the solo lane. Faker might be in trouble, though. He's going to get taken down by Scout. A little bit of revenge there for EDG, a consolation prize despite losing 4 members. Scout standing tall, but it's Zeus and Faker just running through EDG right now.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter that EDG do have all these AoE tools to be able to take a fight. Both top and bot lane pushed in, try and get some semblance of control in topside jungle so they can start making play for the Baron.
Collapsing onto Zeus. 4 members here trying to take down the top laner of T1. Surely he falls. Knocked down, shut down for EDG. Baron up, TP coming out.
For T1. Faker is alive. Gumayushi, Owner, and KIA. Can they do it?
Should be impossible. They managed to make it work. It's so close in the exchange, but EDG will take the Baron. Faker onto the backside trying to finish off Scout. Faker, can he get it done? He goes in. He takes down Scout. That's going to be 1. Owner waiting over the wall. T1. Guma now running. They're split. They've been knocked down. They might just be knocked out. TP coming in from Faker for the triple for Guma.
The 4v5, they pulled it off. Faker got incredibly low at the start and they didn't manage to get the steal, but EDG were like fish in a barrel in that Baron pit.
T1 once again just have the number of their old rivals completely stomping EDG.
Are they going to look for the end here? 10 seconds on Scout. We're 22 minutes into the game. This is the world champions. T1 are on to the Nexus Towers.
T1 tearing through the Nexus. Eyes on the prize, give them no quarter, take everything from EDG. Viper making out, fighting back, they're looking to get it done.
Oh my
But
God.
Nexus will fall. 22-minute victory. T1 unleashed on the international stage.
What is this?
Xiaohu as well following up. So RNG giving us comfort, nostalgia, and something standard. Gen.G, I mean, it's standard for them, but
And I think prep is so incredibly important here because Peanut is very, very creative on play. Ultimately, it means that Peanut's going to get something back, but they're just going to continue to force here.
Wave
Doran
stacked.
not going to get the time to do anything.
Here they come. Dive inbound. 3 versus 1.
Doran, what are you going to do? Stun coming out. You can't do anything. They're just going to point and click you down. Oh, it's effortless. It's a clean.
Gala go back there in the first place, then move towards mid and secure the Herald with that numbers advantage. But Chovy
Locked down. Oh, and the CC chain is beautiful. Flawlessly timed from Gala, Ming, and Xiaohu to lock.
and they have a Herald too, so I think RNG can just work with mid and bot push, constantly threaten these plays, and eventually Herald down a tower.
Lands with the cleanse, courtesy of the Summoner Spellbook, will not get caught out there.
He's done that this game to keep forcing flashes out of Gen.G. First it was Ruler, now it's Lehens. That's a TP bot, so Lehens with the Spellbook, of course, has
Locked
TP.
up,
Oh,
big.
Ruler!
Ruler now caught out, big burst damage now coming in. Not quite enough with the Graves ultimate, but here comes Peanut. They're looking to keep this one going. Ruler laying down the ult on the backside. They just don't have the damage on the bottom side.
Ruler.
Oh my god, audience. He's got out!
He's dead.
Oh, the cheers! It should have warned him, but he couldn't hear it through all the white noise. Lehens now moving forward, getting pulled back. The Singe so incredibly obnoxious. Way now running for his hills. Peanut, that's a clean flash in. The knock up, the damage, the follow-up. Lehens will find the kill with the poison. The lock-in coming in from Gala on the backside. Big burst damage coming into the combo. Enough to finish the job, and Gala will grab a kill. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Chovy versus Xiaohu, a 1v1. Chovy now chasing for the kill. Flash available. Doesn't look like he wants to use it.
No more gap close, doesn't have the E up, but it's just a huge fight. Gen.G maybe have to cross map here, keep their members topside, try to threaten this top tier 1, try to dive, breathe.
Lehens coming in, now grounded, gonna throw him back in, not quite gonna hit the root. He's leaning over, now he's looking for the 1v1 with Ruler. Ruler running. The snare, where's it going to go? Lehens chasing him down, the Singe feels like inevitability, breathe just slowly, but surely getting burned down, but no!
What the?
How does he get one back? The patience to hold the leap strike!
yeah, so huge coming up for Breathe. The fact that he made that happen, this is why RNG are so happy to give him this Jax.
And he even flashed into the bloody wall, he didn't escape, he misplayed it, but still managed to find the kill. Gala's fighting Peanut here.
Gala leaping away, Chovy! Massive shutdown, 500 gold into his back pocket. Everything for the Azir.
And that could be the Chovy with some gold, Chovy with some items. He will outrange everyone on the side of RNG and be able to put up huge DPS later on if Gen.G can keep holding on.
Wei still has this Herald, of course. They got the Dragon too, so they can Herald this mid tower if they want to kill it and take that tower down. Sometimes we see teams hold this Herald, the second one, for a tier 2. Obviously gives a lot more gold and they've cracked open bot, so maybe that's what they're waiting for. But up against an Azir, I think it's just worth it to get that tower down and keep the control around the map.
I think especially because we've seen a lot of RNG's success have come from that vision line. They've pushed into Gen.G's jungle, break open mid-turret, they'll be able to do that top side. But this play from Breathe was bonkers.
It really was. The root doesn't land with the flip into the Singe W, so he tries to escape here. Let's watch Breathe. He flashes into the wall right now. So he doesn't escape, but then he still turns around and finds a kill onto Ruler. All the meanwhile, Ming finds Chovy. So there's a lot of skirmishing going on the map. Look at the damage.
Man. I have never been so excited watching a dude hit somebody with a lamppost before, but does it for me.
Ruler's laughing that one off. He's like, okay, well, I just got absolutely one shot. Not going to do that one again. RNG celebrating the 1-for-1 trade at a numbers disadvantage in a 1v4, of course. And now Xiaohu's on towards this bot side. So RNG sitting in a 1-3-1, will control the mid push, have the Herald, agency still all in their favor. 2,000 gold lead. We'll see how Gen.G defend the map right now.
Wei has the Herald. And like you said, I mean, mid-turret's still up. It feels like this is a problem that RNG need to deal with. Chovy only gets closer and closer to his second item. Waves.
Peanut Doran on the top side. Breathe pretty strong, but no sums available to him. Waiting for the pullback to ensure that they can knock him into the wall. That's the chain CC. TP now coming in. Immediately Gen.G know that it's time to get out. They do not overcommit to the play. Doran gonna ult for the extra movement speed. Xiaohu coming in now. They're gonna look for the knockback, but it whiffs! Peanut whiffs completely, and now Doran is a dead man walking. Breathe will grab another kill.
RNG, they commit the TPs and they find the play. It finally gives them an opening to use this Rift Herald. We see Chovy doesn't commit for the full turret on bot side, does stop the recall and does go for it.
So then how much can RNG get on this top side if the Herald's going to kill the tower? I wonder if RNG are going to push in mid and move towards this top tier 2 while they see Chovy down there. Is there a threat of a tier 2? I don't think it is. I think they're kind of saying that you either defend your mid tower or your top tower. And it looks like RNG will get the mid tower instead. Way looking for a dive even.
One forward, Ruler in trouble. Ruler's just squishy. Oh, the sidestep on the ultimate is clean. RNG, are they going to go for more?
Front to back. How does Doran navigate through this fight? The Xiaohu is looking.
Tension.
This could be huge.
Look up Chovy and a flank on the backside, but Chovy still managed to get out. No, Chovy taken down. Gala's massive. It's all about Gala. It's all about the chakrams. Gen.G running for the hills. Gala says not today. Pushes them away, forces them back, and will take the Inferno.
And now RNG on Soul Point. They're going to be able to make their way towards mid.
380 French just banging on this Baron. It's going to get knocked down. RNG in complete control of the game, dominating fight. Both
They've got a 4-1 going on as Chovy takes his top tier 1. Doesn't have the TP, so there's a number disadvantage for Gen.G on the rest of the map.
Be careful. At the very least, Ming could just apply this pressure, zone him off. They do it. They're going to be able to get this one very easily. And Breathe already having a way coming up in bot.
Oh, Lehens. Kind of hard to approach the Baron empowered wave as a Singe, not gonna lie. Difficult for him now. Breathe, keeping the pressure up. RNG should just be able to walk in, take down these tier 2 towers. First Baron always feels just like your right to walk into every
Sending
lane.
5 members top here. Gen.G matching. Lehens on the way.
Now moving in, Peanut trying to find a bit of an engage here, just a bit of poke now traded back. Dorn on the retreat, Xiaohu going back in. Peanut now locked out, locked down. Big Aphelios assault on the backside, but no follow-up quite yet. RNG finding one so far, traded back on the opposite side. Support for jungle in the end.
Always dies from Gen.G, and then the Lissandra reset comes forwards, and they can start to push through. Doran might be caught here, he needs to be careful.
Oh! Out, ulti coming in, maybe enough healing. Do they have enough damage to finish him off? He has so much armor. The damage from Lissandra, the only real threat, but no, they're gonna finish him. Way taking him down. The Thrall coming through as well. Gen.G forced to back away. They have to be ready to contest, but Breathe already on the flank.
It's a 4v5 for a Soul. It looks as good as done here if RNG just waits for Breathe to TP back in and threaten Gen.G if they decide to walk up. Can Peanut sacrifice himself to steal it? Will RNG even let him?
Moonlight Vigil goes wide, Ming getting chunked down, getting lower and lower. That's Infernal Soul, and now they can take the fight to follow, but instead RNG backing away, knowing they've already been chunked Gala. They can't afford to walk into that Aphelios turret. They're going to take so much damage if they do. Hands.
I think they know that the RNG was stalling for this spike. This is their only window back into the game.
An incredible read, but will it pay off? Gala running forward, the Baron getting lower and lower. 5K, 4K, way waiting over the wall. Here comes Xiao. Oh! Leaping in, look at a one-shot Ruler, goes golden, stops the out from disengaging. Chovy waiting over the wall. The Sand Soldiers, how much work can they do? Chovy looking to be the difference maker. Xiao now taken down, but no, Gala! Monster damage from the Graves and the Aphelios. RNG slaughter Gen.G in the fight.
Xiaohu bought so much time, but the second Wayne Gala were able to join up so much AoE damage coming out from Wayne Gala's ultimates, and this might just be over.
There's the 3-item spike that RNG was waiting for. That's why there was 1 to 2 minutes downtime, and Gala made a hell of an arrival. Instantly destroys Gen.G, and they might just end it here.
And despite an inconsistent play-in stage, RNG coming out with an incredible showing in Game 1 versus Gen.G. Chovy doing what he can to hold the line, but it will not be enough. RNG taking their first win of the group stage.
Like you said, they might have been shaky in play-in.